Hello, Kaz Jim here, and I am just enjoying having some AE stuff done. Let me show you the progress I've made. I feel like it's pretty good. I think I'm alone. Yeah, I'm all alone. Poor Kaz, all alone. But it's fine, it's fine. So, I've got this room. As promised, I expanded it quite a bit, and I've got these molecular assembler towers, and I'm using a shape that I like to use. It looks nice, it looks clean, and I can expand it if I just add two more spaces between each one, and then I can just like slap a lot more molecular assemblers to where each interface has at least one dedicated molecular assembler, and that avoids any major choke points, but there can still be minor choke points in the crafting process, obviously. And there's Enderman because my Enderman killer's like over there, and occasionally one escapes. So, oh, and this guy needs to be done. But, yeah, I have this set up to where I can come in here and I can see all the crafting happening. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. And I'm going to have some clear glass right here so I can look down and see all the channels and whatnot, because the channels are so pretty. And one extra thing I have here, little treat for myself, is I've left one channel open because I want to be able to P2P through this area, and I don't want to have to go back and redo it later. So I went ahead and did it this way, just so I can take care of that whenever I eventually get to it. And how I'll do that is basically just, drag out a P2P channel and then slap it in there and go for it. It'll make sense whenever we get to that point. But what are we doing today? We are kind of expanding on this concept a little bit. We're going to add some pulverizers and stuff to the crafting operations. But before we can do that, wow, my mouse is acting up. Or the mouse pad, rather. Having a lot of issues. Sorry about that. Because I keep having to, like, pick up my mouse and, like, swipe at, like, a fly. Because a couple flies got in today. It's a little nuts. Anyways, so I need to get this stuff available on my network because I occasionally run out of silicon or glass or something. And yeah, I've got plenty of it, but I've just got to like run down here and pick some up and then drag it upstairs. That's boring. Who wants to do that? So what I'm going to do instead is just hook these up to the system with storage interfaces. And with that in mind, I of course have a projects chest. It's not a very big projects chest, but I think it's perfectly fine for what we're doing. So, with the final component of a memory card. Oh, also, I did add a phytogenic insulator for wood. Because wood has kind of been the bane of my existence since that golem tree farm upstairs. It's just not cutting it. For some reason, the golems keep, like, despawning, and I honestly have no idea why. I have troubleshot it and troubleshot it for hours upon hours on end. And I've even caged them up. I even went in a completely different area of the world, tested it, had it chunk loaded, sat there, and then after server reset, 50-50 shot, the one that does the picking up is just gone. No idea why, and I've tried different combinations, and it's ridiculous. It's not working, so we're just gonna do it this way. And it's a perfectly legit way. I got to experiment with the golems, that's what I wanted. And yeah, so in order to get this to go, I needed phytogrow. And this, the method I'm using, needed slag, niter, and sawdust. Sawdust, easy. I'm making wood, throw it into a sawmill, which I've got upstairs. Pretty simple. And then I've got the slag, for which I am effectively taking all my uranium dust, which I don't have uranium dust going anywhere in here. That's actually something that's just going straight into the ME system. And all the uranium dust is getting thrown into a induction smelter whenever I need more with some sand. And it's giving me about a 50% chance at getting a piece of slag. So that's not bad. And then niter is pretty easy. I'll be automating it here soon. In fact, that's what this plan over here has been all along, but essentially just, sand gets crafted into sandstone, gets crafted into smooth sandstone, gets pulverized into niter. Well, it gets pulverized into like sand and niter. It's weird, but it works. I promise. And there's something. Oh, I accidentally knocked down that trash can. That's what happened there. Oops. That's a mistake. Okay. There we go. Production has resumed. I was like, why did all the sand stop flowing? Yeah, I accidentally knocked that out while I was experimenting with something. Okay. So, let's get this started. So, first thing I need to do is I need to get something over here. And I want to be economical as possible. So, we're going to use P2P. Yeah, it'll be great. So, grab all this. And, yeah. Okay. So, let's head on over here. Let's let ourselves down into the core. I love this system so much. I need to close that off. Makes all the security that I'm making kind of pointless if you can just, like, float out. Anyways, okay. So, you're going out into the main base, so we're actually probably going to... actually, let's have you come out of here. This could be fun. Yeah, that could be really fun. And then we're going to place you here. There we go. Actually, just for looks. Because we gotta worry about aesthetics, right? Aesthetics are important. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so now it's actually gonna look kind of cool if I do that. And then I can put the facade around it, and it'll actually look intentional, like it's tunneling in, and I won't have to have two tunnel points. I'll just have one. That'll be great. So now let's go ahead and tap you. There we go. Copy device configuration. All right. And I actually just remembered something I need to do. I need to power it. So whenever you're doing P2P, obviously P2P means, you know, you can take like 64 channels, or sorry, 64, 32, and you can pass it over the course of one using P2P tunnels. But that subnetwork that you're carrying it on also needs power. So, with that in mind, we're going to grab a couple of... Wow, that was creepy sounding. Alright, we're going to grab a couple of quartz fiber. I'm just going to go ahead and make a few because, you know, they're useful and whatnot. And I've already got some just standard glass cable, so that won't be a problem. In fact, we'll grab a few more and we're just going to craft more. Because we can, and we're probably going to need them at some point anyways. Anyways, so if you connect two cables using an ME system, that is, using just the quartz fiber, everything will be peachy. Why? Because basically it's not interfacing, because the quartz fiber cables do not actually carry data, they only carry power. See? So, if I want to just kind of swing it over this way, and I should be able to tap in, yeah, down here. This is where I wanted to tap into for power. It's a bit of a far run, if I'm being honest with myself, but, yeah, it should be fine. We got enough cabling, we can use it. 5, okay, and then I will definitely be upgrading this P2P system. That is not a worry. Okay. Okay, so now, see? This guy is using 1, because it's just the P2P channel, and that's a separate network. So this is sharing 0 data with everything else that I'm doing. Cool. So, actually, yeah, you know, I'm going to leave that here because I actually think it's good like that. I technically made a mistake, but you know what? It'll be fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and tunnel this up and over.
Hello, Sir Kaz.
Hello, Q. I'm recording an episode. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah. I'm actually working on getting some storage over to my cobbleworks stuff.
Ah, well, I will hop on then.
Yeah. I saw you're on WoW. You were on your paladin.
Yeah, I was gonna try to level that up a bit. I think I might do dress for our last mode.
Why is that?
this time around. I did that first. And, the other ones seem quicker. So if I get those out of the way, then I just have the long haul trust far to do.
That's fair. Switch it up. But I will tell you, it's easier to Joseph early because it's got denser mobs. But actually, your paladin wasn't that geared, so I don't think it'd make that big a difference for you. So.
No, it's making a worse difference.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah, I'm struggling.
Ah. Alright, so we're gonna drag this cable on over. And just this way.
I'm gonna be right back though. I gotta put some instant noodles in the microwave.
Ah, fun. Well, let me know how those go. Alright. So now, folks, we're going to... Okay, so we're pretty much right under... Yeah, we're under the belly of the beast right now. So now we need to go ahead and place this guy right here. Place the tunnel. And then we need to place this guy. Alright, alright. And then we also need to give this guy power, so same concept as before. Just yoink this on over. There we go. Transferring power and nothing else. No data shared, no risk of accidentally touching things. Completely powered, completely easy to go. So yeah, we've got 2 channels covered now because we've got the PDP tunnel. And now these are linked. So now, if I can get this hooked up, I'll have all this on my storage system. So that was the wrong block. Of course it was the wrong block, because I'm a derp. That's fine. We'll take advantage of this. Okay, so if I just yoink this on over. Yeah, I just need to do all of it anyways, so let's just carve all this out, and I'll be right back once I've exposed all the blocks. Alright, so I got all the blocks exposed, and to be perfectly honest, I'm actually pretty content with just using glass cable down here instead of smart, because I'm never going to see it. And this is going to be a relatively set and forget operation. So if I just set these 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and we're just going to do this for all of them. Ah! Oh, that's right. I don't have stuff over there yet, so I'm not offended that I don't have something over there yet. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright. And now, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be one set. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ew. One short. Being able to work. Because these 2 are going to be filled soon, so is this one. I didn't count that out correctly. This will be a separate one. That's fine. Here's what we'll do. We'll split it down the middle. And we'll take advantage of our quartz fiber that we've got. There we go. Now, power will pass between these 2 points, but not data. See where I'm going? Alright. So then we've got this and this. And then we've got you right here. Okay, and then we're gonna need another smart cable batch. That's fine. We'll do that momentarily. We shall prevail. And let's just take this over and break this block. And then we're going to drag this back to our P2P tunnel. Okay. And in a minute, these should update. There we go. Alright, yeah, so we've got 5 there, 7 here. We'll have enough here-ish. Actually, let me just... because I need to grab one anyways, and this is just passing power. So let me just steal from Rob to pay back Paul. Isn't that how that phrase goes? Alright. There we go. Alright, so put that there. And then we'll drag this over here. There we go. And give it a minute and the channels will update. In theory. There we go. Awesome. So yeah, we've got 20 of the 32 channels taken care of. And most of the rest of those will be taken care of once I take care of this stuff. And then I got a couple plans for a couple other things I'm going to stick over in this corner that we'll probably get to eventually. Maybe. Who knows? Alright, so now I need to change all of these to be a high priority. So what I mean by that is I'm basically just going to say this is priority 100. Or, you know what? Let's go 1000. There we go. So by changing these to priority 1000, everything's going to prefer to go in here, if possible. But if not, then it can kind of go elsewhere. And I do this mainly so it doesn't clog up my ME system, so that, you know, if I take, like, let's just say I take out, like, 4,000 glass, but I only end up needing 1,000. I want that, or at least as much of that 3,000 glass left over, to go over here before it starts trying to flood my ME system. And I will make some sort of overflow system. Not quite sure what that's going to entail yet, but it'll be great. It'll be the best. Alright, and we are finishing this up. Yeah. I like where this is going. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and just jump on up. Cover that up. And now, if we go up to the workshop, for instance, I can... That was a weird glitch. I can see on here, sand. Look at that! 114k sand. Cobble. 111k. Stone. 10k. Wait, that's not right. Where's it? Smooth stone is some... Oh, it's down there, 20k. Whew. I was like, that's not right. I know I have more. That's andesite. Alright, but yeah, so now I can access all the glass. And one of the most important things for auto crafting right now, silicon, whenever I'm doing a lot of the ME stuff. Glass is important too, so is sand. But silicon is of the utmost importance whenever I'm looking to export things into the crystal growth pools. Alright. So, alright, what are you, I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing next. I was saying something about pulverizers, right? Right? Alright, and with some help from the amazing Hugosh, he has helped me carve out this little room that I'm going to place some machines in for automation. And I already had, ignore the Endermen, they're loud. I already have this pass-through cable that's going up to the old base for a couple things that are, you know, still nice to have. And, you know, I just fattened it up, made it a nice, dense, smart cable instead. So, yeah, it's going to be great. And I'm going to pretty much just branch off of this. So, I'm going to need to hit the right key combination there. Alright. And then we need some crafting cards. So we'll make... we'll go ahead and make 20 of those. Why not? And then I've already got the interfaces on me. Shoing! And then I am actually going to need... cable. Make 40, why not? And then let's look at thermal to see what kind of machines we've got. So I want to use pulverizer. I know I've got a pretty set up pulverizer somewhere. Or are these all basic? Yeah, these are all basic. I wonder if it's in the projects chest. It's probably in the projects chest. Indeed it is, indeed it is. Alright, now that I've grabbed the projects chest, I can bring it back. And now, I've got my redstone furnace. I don't have a pulverizer, as it turns out. I lied. But I do have some basic pulverizers, so we'll make this work. So let's go ahead and grab hardened, and then signalum, and let's grab reinforced. And can I make resonant? I can. That's very nice. I like that. Alright, so let's just do this. Just organize my inventory so it'll be easier to place it. There we go. And then grab the augments. And actually, I think what I want is I want to increase my chance of secondaries. So, where is that? It's one of these. It's not that. It's not that. Sawmill pulverizer. There we go. Let's see here. Increases yield. No, that's not what I want. I mean, that could be nice, though. Maybe I'll slap down my other ones. Redstone furnace. Secondary nullifier. No, I don't want that. Increases chance of secondary product. There we go. That's what I want. Alright. So now, we should be cooking and ready to go. Let me grab some flux ducts, of course. And, alright, let's go ahead and place these. So, what I'm thinking is, just grab some smart cable. And first I'm going to place the redstone furnace. We'll place the redstone furnaces. I'm feeling right here. This looks like a good spot. Yeah, I'll do that. And then we'll do the... What the... Man, those things are so loud. Actually, I take that back. We're going to put them over here. And then the pulverizers are going to be over here. And then this is the trick I use. So put the interface on top of this base block, and then we'll be able to expand it with other pulverizers and furnaces on the sides without adding additional interfaces. So it's just a nice little way to save yourself a lot of channels in the future. So let's go ahead and grab cabling, and you gotta figure out this cabling pretty quick, otherwise you're just not gonna have a good time. So we'll have the cabling wrap up and around that way. I don't know why I went that high. There we go. And then we'll do this, 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 and then we'll cycle like this. Hey Q, would you mind grabbing some more, just 3 more furnaces from the ME system? Or from the storage. Actually, check the storage crate first. And then the same with pulverizers. I should have grabbed those. But yeah, so this will power everything. And let me go ahead and just draw the power from the floor. Oh wow, that's really bright down there. New plan. Up.
In the planet chest.
That's fine. You can just make... I should have all the mats already there. Alright, then we're going to grab this cable. We're going to place it like such. And then we're going to place this one in a similar manner. And this is kind of a time-tested way that I have to hook up machines to the ME system. There are lots of other ways, they're all perfectly valid, but this one really just works. And it has served me well over the years. Just place them with their backs against the power cable. And on, no, not quite. You want to do it like on the sides of the interface, where they touch the interface. Now do you kind of get it? You're going to make like a little flower shape. There we go. Not quite. You want all the furnaces together, and then you want all the pulverizers together. Like so. So, furnace, and then... There we go. And then place the pulverizers in a similar fashion. I have my own slave. Tee-hee-hee. No, I was kidding. You didn't get pulverizers? Nah, it's fine. But yeah, so what Q just did help me demonstrate how this works. So everything's going to get fed by and feedback into this ME interface. And in fact, I'm going to rename it so that I can... And I just tossed my anvil away. Oops. Anvil. There we go. Got a couple of them lying around. Alright. Place you here. And then we're going to grab this one and grab that one. And then we're going to rename them so that's easier to find them on the interface terminal. So this one we're going to name to furnaces. And we're actually going to go furnaces 1 because we will need additional ones in the future once we have more things that we need to automate. But for now, this will do just fine. And then pulverizers 1. There we go. So this is furnaces, right? Yep, furnaces right there. Yoink. And 2. There we go. Nice, looking good. And now I can look on my interface terminal and see that those are there. And then now, I believe if I've set it up correctly, now I need to go here and place that for entry and exit. Entry and exit. Entry and exit. And you want to make sure that everything's off except the side that touches the interface. And that side needs to be both input and output. There we go. And now I need to draw some power over here. So for that, I'm just thinking flux. There we go. Flux point. We'll just hook this on the main network for now. I might give it its own subnetwork at some point. But for now, this is perfectly legit, I think. In fact, we're going to do this just for funsies. There we go. Alright, and that should be drawing from main. Yep. And all these are gaining power. Awesome. And then we'll go ahead and just upgrade a few more of these. Why not? Okay, so now, if I go all the way back to the workshop, I will show you guys the interfaces in action. I'll wait for Q to get over here. Nope, he's going to take the other elevator. He's racing me! But I won, because I took the superior elevator. Alright, so if I go to my interface terminal right here, there's assembly 1, assembly 3, assembly 2. Don't need those. Enter chest furnaces and pulverizers. Nice. Both of them show up. Having trouble. There we go. So now, if I go to, let's just say, what's something that I might need to pulverize into? So, sand. Niter. What does obsidian pulverize into?
Pulverize obsidian.
Okay, yeah, there we go. That's something good. It's a 1-to-4 ratio, isn't it? I'm 90% sure.
Yeah, 1 to 4.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good example then. Good pick, good pick. All right, so switch this to processing, obviously, since it's process, and 1 obsidian yields 4 pulverized obsidian. Encode the pattern, and then we come on up here, and just for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna make a slightly silly amount, but if I come over here now, and go to thermal, okay, so pulverized obsidian, I want 200 of those. Start. So now if we race on over there, we should be able to catch it. You broke it. Alright. So we should, in theory... Aha! It sent all of it into one of the pulverizers. It should have spread them out, but I didn't really plan that ahead. But that's okay. I have these. There we go. Now it's cooking. So see, it automatically sent it over there, and the output's going right back into the system. Alright, so the Endermen seem to agree with us that this is a good ending point. We got the first couple of machine sets set up. We got a flower of the pulverizers and a flower of the furnaces set up. Now I need to upgrade them. I need to insert a lot more recipes, and I just need to add a lot of functionality to these. But this is a good step whenever you're doing ME. This is a really important point, and I'm glad that we're at it. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching the episode. If you enjoyed it, be sure to tap the like button. If you have something to say, write in the comments below. I sure do enjoy reading those comments. And I will be catching you next time. This is Kazjim signing out. See ya!